pisses me off? When people talk on their phones when you're hanging out with them. Now listen, I understand sometimes you need to take a phone call. You know, your phone rings, you're gonna answer it. You're wondering, why is this person calling me? Oh, let me see. That's totally fine. I do that. Oh, I've got the Minos. But what I hate is when you're hanging out with someone, either one-on-one or in a... Oh, I have hiccups, this is gonna be terrible. Please ignore all of the hiccups that I do in this video. There's a couple of different scenarios. This really angers me. One is when you're hanging out one-on-one with a human, and you know you're talking, you're in the middle of a story. You know you're talking, you're in the middle of a story, their phone rings, and of course you're like, yeah, go ahead, answer it, because you're a kind human. And then they answer it, and then they go ahead and have an entire conversation on the phone. I feel like, oh yeah, I can talk. I apparently can't talk because I have hiccups. And then they go and have this like 10-15 minute conversation on the phone and you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs and it's not entertaining to you because you can only hear half of the conversation. They're having a private conversation in your face. And it's like they're saying all these things and you want to respond but you're not allowed to because it's not your conversation. And when they hang up the phone and you're like, okay, well clearly I have all these questions because you said things like butt juice and oh no she didn't and all these things and clearly it was a really intense story and I want to know all about it. But if I ask, I feel like it's rude. I feel like I'm not supposed to be listening to the conversation, but I'm literally sitting right there. When you do ask, then they're like, oh, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. You're like, I was sitting there listening to you be emotionally invested into this conversation because I was emotionally invested in it and I have the right to know what in the world that conversation was about. What I hate the worst, the most, the absolute most is when someone calls one of my friends or whoever I'm with while I'm in the car with them. Oh my gosh. If you're in a car with me, do not take a phone call. If someone's in the car and they're on the phone, no one else in that car is allowed to speak or listen to music, and everyone just has to act like they're not paying attention to this phone call when really everyone's paying attention to this phone call because it's the only thing you can hear because you're in a freaking car. I got a text message. If you answered it and you're like, hey, gotta call you back, or is it a quick question, that's one thing. Never in my life have I been like, oh, I'm in a car full of people. Let me talk on the phone. You all can listen, but you're not allowed to participate in it. Why? Why? If you're calling someone to chat, if they are with other human beings, that is not the time to chat. Oh no, because when they're with other humans, that's their time to hang out with those other humans. When they're alone, then you can chat with them. When you're hanging out in a big group of people and you can walk away with your phone call, that's totally fine. But when you're stuck or in one confined space or you're one-on-one with a person, I'm not allowing that to be socially acceptable. Another terrible time when this happens is when they think it's okay for me to pause my movie so they can go take a phone call. They're like, oh, I have to take this real quick. Can you pause? This is an intense part. I want to watch my movie. Don't tell me to pause. No. Pause your conversation. Pause your phone call. Pause your life. I don't want to pause mine for yours. You were literally making me pause my life for your life to go on. Are you kidding me? When they walk away to the other room, I'm like, well, 15 minutes later, I've started watching a different show. I've watched an entire other series without you while you've been on that phone call. Do people ever do this to you? I know a lot of people who do it now, and some people I allow it because of their situation. But other people, I'm just like, if you're a normal human being and there's no reason, like if you're gonna see the person later, you can talk to the person later, get off the freaking phone. I am with you right now. Not them. Me. I get the time. Not them. You set this up with me. Not them. Me time. Not their time. They can have it later. I don't care when they have it, just not during my time. I just think it's rude, and I hope the world agrees with me so I know that we don't live in a socially rude world. Also comment below, tell me what pisses you off, or you can tweet me with the hashtag what pisses me off and tell me what pisses you off, so it may be my topic for next week's video. Subscribe to see what pisses me off every Tuesday and Rachel's Room every Thursday. And remember guys, stay awesome possums. Right as your poop hits the toilet, you flush so that the amount of time that it's actually in the air to smell it up